Good weekend to you. Welcome to Leading Edge. I'm Jerry Anderson. It's good to have you folks along. Ahead, two more Toledo City Council candidates, one Republican, one Democrat, neither currently on council. They make their case for your vote to put them on Toledo City Council. But up first, continuing to navigate the uncharted waters of educating tens of thousands of kids during an ongoing pandemic. I mean, masks, vaccinations, all that stuff, while the education is supposed to continue. And in Toledo's public schools, it has and does continue. And I want to welcome in the superintendent of Toledo's public schools, Dr. Romules Durant. Good to see you again. Just last week, it was reported that TPS, we are Ohio's fourth largest district. People, last I checked, in that 23,000 student, in that range, had the highest number of new coronavirus cases, more than even Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati. Do we know why? Why do we think that is, Romulus?
You know what? It could be just based on the social gatherings, the events, and then it just depends on where you may be in regards to the precautions that are being taken at these particular locations. I could say within the schools, we have very little to no transmission within the school environment. Many of the kids that are quarantined are kids who have been identified as exposed to a positivity within the home or on an athletic team, and et cetera. So we're finding that the more that you're in your controlled environment, the better off. But at the same time, when people are out and about, holidays come into play, has a huge impact on the spike.
I've heard that several times, that schools don't see so much student-to-student transmission, that when they have cases, it's generally on the outside, and most often I hear the family. You did change rules, Dr. Durant, on quarantining, and that has seen a big reduction in students forced to quarantine. At the same time, some other districts with similar policies actually saw an increase in quarantining. So congratulations. I'm guessing that all of this is going to the desire to keep as many kids safely in school as possible.
You know what? The priority in any case scenario is to keep kids in school and to do so in a safe manner. And so, you know, obviously with the pandemic and the spread of the coronavirus, we're taking multiple precautions, from whether it's cleaning, maintenance, at the same time wearing masks, all the things that would allow to make sure that we keep students in school as much as possible. So the ability to not have to quarantine students as much allows more kids to continue to reside and stay in this classroom and continue learning.
With all the remote learning stuff that you guys did, and I'm going to get you there because, folks, it was a massive undertaking with tens of thousands of Chromebook computers and other things. With all of the work you've done, I think you'd give me, you just can't beat that in-person, face-to-face education. Now, you have a mask mandate for some, but not all students. Why not all? And I'm wondering, are you getting the same pushback from anti-maskers that some other districts are getting?
You know what? We may have not had as much of a pushback, but for the most part, all our students are wearing masks, other than ones who medically have been declared not to. So we have very critical, fragile students in our district that have multiple disabilities that ultimately, obviously, cannot wear a mask. And so there are medical reasons in certain cases, but for the most part, I would say all students I've come across, pretty much, you know, almost 99% of the district, our students are masked, as well as the staff.
And you're not getting pushback. Congratulations on that. Hey, Ohio school report cards are out. Not surprisingly, after the past year, COVID and all, everybody is down, even the high achievers, folks. That's not surprising. Something that did stand out to me: 4-year graduation rates. Those who graduate on time or even early, in some cases, flat for most districts, up almost 8% at TPS, from 74.5% to 82.3%. I mean, as recently as 2014, Dr. Durant, we were at 63.9%, now 82.3%. I know the cynics are out there saying, oh yeah, they're just giving out diplomas, and I'm sure you would take exception to that, but something is working. What's working?
You know what? I think giving kids a clear direction and pathway and linking them to a career technical program gives them an outcast future for what they're going to school for. So we've added 2,200 students into our career technical program. which had evolved and advanced our completion of high school graduation. So really kids having a good sense of what they're going to do with themselves, why they're taking their courses, as well as when they get into the hands-on of the career technical program, it has made a huge difference with our students. And so again, attention to details, again, just as you said, 82% of our students come into TPS as kindergartners needing intensive intervention, 82%.
Coming in the front door.
Coming in. Yeah. Yes, coming in. And so to be able to swing that around in a way that means we're saving lives in a way like no other in our regards to what our staff, our support staff are doing, and addressing some of these challenges that many of these kids come to school with. Yeah. Turning those around and make them productive citizens.
I need to take a break, but you led me nice here. I want to go because I'm learning more and more about this career tech thing, folks. It blew me away when I got into it. And since you mentioned the readiness or lack of readiness of kids coming in, I want to get an update too on pre-K if we can. He's Dr. Romules Durant. He's Superintendent Toledo Public Schools. This is Leading Edge. We're back right after this.